Well, gCADPlus is being used in this example on a very large site, and what I'd like to demonstrate is as I zoom in here, and if I pick up the line, it's a red line, a red polyline running through here, it's linking up a whole lot of plant symbols and attaching to those symbols a count, 12WF, a code to indicate the species that are going in there. Can you see in the design here, the same relatively few symbols are being used right across the design. Let's switch to a test drawing, and I'd like to demonstrate how that works. If you go to Library and Broad Scale, you have a series of different symbols that can be used, existing trees to retain and remove, and large shrubs and so on. So a very small set of symbols. So we can plant over very wide areas using this system. To label the plants, you simply go to gCADPlus, Broad Scale Planting, label a group of symbols, and just pick from one of our standard GCP or plant database files the plant that you want to associate with these symbols in this area. So we could pick the mulga, and we'll say OK. Now let's zoom in here. We need to input the tagging type. You see down here in the status line, we're going to do multiple or single. In this case, running through here, that's an example of multiple, and this one here, an example of single tagging. So we use multiple, and gCADPlus then asks you to select the symbol. Notice how the cursor jumps automatically. Whether or not you've got O snap on, it will jump to the insertion point of that one, then the insertion point there, and then at this point I hit enter, and I'm asked, the prompt suggests to indicate the input of label text. So we click it, and we want a height for text, so let's say 125, I'm only guessing, and in goes the label. So we're saying in this design 3 acacias will be planted in that area, and the line joins them up and links them up. So it's a way of producing a design for very large areas using a restricted set of symbols. You can still generate a plant schedule, and we need to update ours. We've just added a new plant, so it works in pretty much the same way as the schedules and lists in the standard way of working with gCADPlus, but it's a little simpler. So to draw the schedule, we'll update the schedule, and like so, and that happens so quickly, ACAN, and there we are, Acacia Anura, it updated it and gave us 6 in the design. So it's a different approach to landscape design, better suited to broad scale and maybe commercial development. And here's the result in layout space. I've taken these images that you see at the bottom of the screen from SppDb, our companion database. And here we are sitting in there, and to take this image into gCADPlus, it's just a matter of selecting the path to the plant species, copying that, coming back into gCADPlus, and then going draw raster image, and you'll add a new one and just paste that path in there like so, and in it will come. Of course it's already in there, but you can see the combination of SppDb and gCADPlus work quite well together.